The Kentucky Wildcats have some confidence after earning back-to-back wins over New Mexico State and South Carolina, and they took that confidence on the road this week. Head coach Nick Saban and top-ranked Alabama welcoming in the Kentucky Wildcats to Tuscaloosa, tied at 3 in the first until Joshua Jacobs puts the Tide on top with a 1-yard touchdown. 10-3 Crimson Tide. Ensuing Wildcat drive, Steven Johnson is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He fumbles the football. Ronnie Harrison eventually picks it up, and he will not be touched on his 55-yard return for a score. Touchdown Tide. They would lead 17-3 at halftime. Third quarter, more of the same. Jalen Hurts on the play-action rollout throws on the run to a guy that had a big game, Calvin Ridley, 10-yard touchdown. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Kentucky covered the spread. They managed just 161 yards of total offense, though, as top-ranked Alabama cruises to the victory 34-6. The Wildcats return home next week to face Vanderbilt before a bye week. Wild game in Athens, and I mean wild. Number 25, Georgia. Number 11, Tennessee. Second quarter, Sonny Michel fighting for the touchdown, but he fumbles it, and quarterback Jacob Eason falls on it. Bulldogs lead the Vols 17-0. To the third we go. Eason deep over the middle to Isaac Nada, who cruises in for 50 yards. 24-14 Georgia late in the third. 3 minutes to play. Georgia up 3. Eason is sacked in the end zone by Derek Barnett. Ball pops loose. Volunteers recover for a touchdown. It's now 28-24. But how about Eason? 20 seconds to play. All day to throw. Wide open. Riley Ridley, 47 yards. It's 31-28. Personal foul on the kickoff sets up Tennessee at the Georgia 43. Joshua Dobbs to the end zone. Juwan Jennings, touchdown, Volunteers, and that is your ball game. Number 11, Tennessee, 34. Number 25, Georgia, 31. Coming up, we go back to the last time UK beat Alabama in this week's Sports OT Rewind, and number 3, Louisville, is on the road at number 5, Clemson. Both the Cardinals and Tigers undefeated entering the matchup. With today's loss, Kentucky is now 2-37-1 all-time versus Alabama. The last time the Wildcats beat the Crimson Tide was back in 1997. I was 9 years old. We go back 19 years to October 4th in this week's episode of Sports Overtime Rewind.
And could Mumme, in his first year as the head coach of the Wildcats, give the Cats their second victory over this tradition-laden team? It'll be Seth Hansen, the freshman out of Dallas. Ball spotted down at the 20. It's a 30-yard field goal attempt. It is good. Seth Hansen, first and 10, the try from its own 42. And a big hole for Curtis Alexander, and look at him go. He's gone. All the way for the touchdown, a 58-yard run. It'll be spotted down to the 31-yard line. It's got the distance. It is good. Anthony White. Touchdown. Six to go in the quarter. Now they run the reverse to Goss. Goss is going to throw. Downfield, he's got Jackson. That's an Alabama touchdown. 40 yards on the play. He did make one from 48 yards earlier this season. Here's the kick. It's blocked. And it's picked up by Anwar Stewart. Anwar Stewart goes all the way. Welcome back to Commonwealth Stadium. Regulation play is ended with Kentucky and Alabama tied 34-34. The toss of the coin here at the middle of the field.
Kentucky wins the toss, elects to go on defense. Alabama has selected this end of the field to play on.
Over the middle, it's caught by Goss. Fumble. Kentucky recovers. Down with 26. Couch to the air. Caught by Yeast. Touchdown. Kentucky wins.
First Kentucky win since 1922 over Alabama.
75 years, baby. It's all over with now.
The Kentucky Wildcats have defeated Alabama for only the second time in history in overtime. A 26-yard touchdown pass from Tim Couch to Craig Yeast wins it in OT for Kentucky. That's our final score. Kentucky 40, Alabama 34.
You heard from Craig Yeast in that post-game interview. It had been 75 years at the time since Kentucky's first win over Alabama. That first win was 6-0 way back in 1922, also in Lexington. Coming up, we have our play of the week, and Morehead State wins in the final seconds at home versus Valparaiso. Highlights from Jane Stadium next. Arguably the game of the year so far this season, taking place tonight down in Clemson, South Carolina. That is where we go. Heisman frontrunner Lamar Jackson, number 3 Louisville, on the road at number 5 Clemson. Cardinals on the board first. Jeremy Smith from 1 yard out gives U of L a 7-0 lead in the first. After a Louisville fumble, the Tigers go to the air. Deshaun Watson to Deion Kane, 33 yards. Clemson ties it at 7 more from these two right now. 14-7 Clemson. Watson back to the air, 37 yards, and look at the catch made by Kane in the end zone. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. It was 21-10. Clemson led it at the halftime break, 28-10. Louisville has just taken the lead with about 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The score right now, 29-28. To Rowan County, Valparaiso visiting Rob Tenyer and the Morehead State Eagles. Eagles get on the board first. Lawrence Jones fights his way just enough across the goal line for the score. PAT makes it 7-0 MSU. However, on the ensuing kickoff, the Crusaders, those words are never good if you're the team kicking. Even the score, Bailey Gessinger fields the ball at his own 11, and he will return it 89 yards, virtually untouched for the Valpo touchdown, and we are tied at 7. Eagles, though, would punt, but would get the ball right back. Braylon Cook picks off Ryan Clark. Great field position led to Lawson Page capitalizing from a yard out. Morehead goes up 14-7. We skip to the fourth quarter. 22 seconds to go. Morehead down 4. Austin Gayhafer to his favorite target, senior Jake Raymond, and that would end up being the game winner. In the game, Gayhafer set the school record for career completions, passing Clay County native Zach Lewis, mark of 936. Morehead wins it by 3 in a thriller, 29-26. Well, last night was the night for high school football and the start of district play for many teams across the area. Some teams continued their dominance while others pulled an upset. Carly Bell takes us back with our Lee's Famous Recipe, Hazard and Whitesburg 2-minute drill.
We passed the midpoint of the football season, which means it's time for district play. Our game of the week was a Class 5A District 8 matchup between Harlan County and Letcher Central.
Touchdown, Black Bears.
And the Black Bears snapped their 4-game losing streak with the win over the Cougars. Whitley County and North Laurel battled it out, and the Colonels came out on top with a close 23-22 win over the Jags. In Class 4A, the Rockcastle Rockets had to play some free football to get their overtime win over Wayne County.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
And Knox Central shut out Clay County 41-0. Belfry had some non-district fun taking on Cabell Midland out of West Virginia, and the Pirates bounced back after their loss to Knoxville Catholic last week. Pulaski County also had a non-district game against Henry Clay and continued their winning ways. Knott Central picked up a win over Magoffin, while Allen Central fell to Leslie County 26-8 for their first loss of the season. Rounding out Friday night, we saw a possible district championship game between Hazard and Pikeville, and the Panthers took this one 29-21. And the Phelps Hornets picked up their second win of the season against the Jenkins Cavaliers. 6 weeks in, 4 more to go. Every game counts now. Who will turn their season around and who will dominate their district play? This has been the Lee's Famous Recipe Hazard and Whitesburg 2-minute drill.
Now, as we enter week 7 next week, only 2 teams remain undefeated across eastern Kentucky, both in Johnson County, the Johnson Central Golden Eagles and the Paintsville Tigers. We wrap up the show with our play of the week. Is there really a question with this one? Joshua Dobbs to Juwan Jennings. Game winner, 47-yard Hail Mary. The Tennessee Volunteers stun the Georgia Bulldogs 34-31. One more look at the grab in slow motion by Jennings in the end zone. A Georgia defender didn't even get his hand on it. The Volunteers' best start since winning the national title back in 1998. Joshua Dobbs, Juwan Jennings, our play of the week. That will do it for tonight's show. Jamie and I will be back at it next Friday with Sports Overtime. Until then, thank you for watching and have a good night.